Hi there, G-Wood here with another Amazon video. The topic for today is gated products and categories. What are they and how do you get past those gates? I will be discussing my experiences with ungating and hopefully it will help you in this area as well. When you start selling on Amazon, you will start to notice there are many brands and categories that you will not be able to sell. This is due to the restrictions that Amazon places on these, especially for new sellers. A lot of it has to do with keeping the marketplace safe from bad actors or people trying to come in and sell counterfeit or unsafe products. While this can be frustrating, it can also serve as a help for us selling on the platform. Anytime there is a barrier to entry, it is a good thing if you're willing to get through that barrier. It keeps the masses out and keeps the competition down, meaning that there will be less people competing for sales because not everyone is willing or able to take the necessary steps. So once you take those steps to get approval to sell these brands or categories, you will find a lot of great opportunities to sell on ASINs that have high demand but not much supply, so there's good profit to be made. What are these categories and brands that are restricted or gated that we can get approval for? Well, there are a lot, but two of the biggest categories that require approval are grocery and toys. Groceries make for some of the best replenishable products to sell on Amazon. People keep coming back as they go through these things, and they're generally good year-round. But due to the potential safety issues involved, Amazon requires sellers to prove their legitimacy on the platform before allowing them to sell in that category. Also, as we approach the end of the year, or Q4, toys are about to go crazy as parents do their holiday shopping. The result is huge demand and massive gaps in supply that we as sellers have the opportunity to fill, and again, there will be a lot of profits to be made. This is another category that is absolutely worth the effort to get approval to sell. If you are not approved, you will see the gates when you scan products in these categories. In the example on your screen, you will see a brand that is gated, in this case, Equate. This is a private label brand from Walmart. When you check this product on the mobile app, you'll see a message across the picture that says requires approval or requested for approval. On the bottom right corner, you will have a button that says request along with a lock picture. When you tap that, it brings you to a screen that shows what you need approval for, whether it's a brand, a category, or both. You'll also have a yellow button that says request approval. There are several possibilities as to where this will take you when you press that button. It may give you approval automatically, meaning you can now list that item. You will get a message that says something like, based on your history as a seller, you have been approved to sell this brand or category. Oftentimes you will get this other screen where it will be asking for an invoice of a purchase from a distributor or a manufacturer of the item. Another screen you may see is this one, saying that the application can't be completed on mobile devices and you need to do it on a desktop device. So there are only a couple extra steps to get approved with this one. All you need to do is copy the ASIN and open the web browser on your phone and navigate to Seller Central and go to the Add a Product page. Paste the ASIN in and select Request Approval. On the next page, it will want you to watch a video. You may want to watch it the first time, but all it is information about making sure you're not selling counterfeit or knockoff products. Under the video are some review questions. You need to answer those questions and then enter your email associated with your seller account. You can leave the phone number blank if you want, and then press Submit. If you missed any of the questions, it will have you go back and correct it, and then you can resubmit. You will now be approved to sell that brand. If you're requesting approval on multiple things, such as both a brand and a category, it will also push you to make that request in a browser. If it's requiring you to submit an invoice from a distributor or manufacturer, you will need to find a distributor that will be able to provide a professional invoice that includes their business name and address. It will include your business name and address that matches what is on your seller account, as well as clearly show that you purchased at least 10 units of the exact item you are requesting approval for on Amazon. Keep in mind that if you're using an ASIN that is a multi-pack, you will need to order enough units to cover 10 packs, not just 10 individual units. So if the ASIN is a 2-pack, you need to order 20. Be alert to things like that when you select an ASIN to use for ungating. A simple receipt from Walmart or a similar retailer will not work. It has to be an invoice with all of that information clearly shown. And do not submit something that you've photoshopped or altered in some way, unless you want to get your account shut down and banned. If you're requesting approval for a category, there's also an extra step you need to take. Amazon will ask for pictures of the product from different sides to show it clearly. When you submit all of the information they're requesting, they will usually approve you within a couple of days. I've even had it happen within a few hours. Now, if all of these steps seem a bit overwhelming, don't worry. It isn't as bad as it sounds. Amazon even has videos showing you what they want to see, and they're actually very helpful, helping you make sure that you have just what you need. Also, as you're looking for information on getting ungated in different areas, you may come across some companies that provide ungating services for your account. These are also very shady and are another great way to get your account shut down and banned. It may not happen every time, but it's extremely risky and just not worth it. If you're still unsure about this process, I've put together a detailed guide using my experience to get approval for both grocery and toys. Now, I cannot guarantee that the same process I used will give you the same results, but I've clearly laid out what I did, the steps I took, and then how you can follow those same steps to help walk you through the process. Those will be linked below if you're interested in checking them out. Now, keep in mind, if you're just getting started and haven't really sold anything yet, I do recommend you get your feet wet with what you're open to sell for the first little while. When I started, we did around $70,000 in sales on Amazon without having ungated any other categories or brands beyond what Amazon automatically approved for us. After I had started selling and had good metrics on my account, I began getting auto-approved for several brands. It wasn't until I had been selling for about 7 months that I started to look for distributors to use for ungating purposes. So take your time and don't rush into spending a lot of money on tools or other things until you have some experience and understanding about the process of selling on Amazon. Now, this may seem a little bit contradictory. I'm offering to sell some things on this channel, and then I'm telling you don't go and buy anything. But I do recommend not rushing in to buying these until you're ready to make that move forward, make that next step. If you do choose to use these resources, I do appreciate your support because it helps me see that you appreciate the time and effort that I'm putting into making this information available to you. So in review, if you're seeing a lot of brands or categories that require approval to sell, remember, those gates can be opened. Keep selling what you can, and many of those gates will open automatically in time. If you're ready to move forward and want to get them open sooner, Find a distributor that will get you that invoice and follow the instructions from Amazon as to what they need to approve your account. If you need further help, check out my guides linked below. Along with this, I have had a few of you ask if I offer any one-on-one coaching or consulting. And while this was not really my plan when I started this channel, since some of you are interested in this, I decided to put something together on my website. The link is in the description if you're interested in having a one-on-one coaching session with me. But keep in mind, this is not something I can just give away. My time is valuable, as I still have much to do in my own business, so I do have to charge for it. Right now, I'm offering sessions in 1-hour blocks, and we can discuss your business and how you can take steps to make it grow, or I can walk you through things that I've talked about right here on this channel. As always, I thank you for taking the time to watch my videos. If you found this information helpful, I hope you'll consider liking and subscribing so you can see what I post next. I'll see you next time.